Okay, so let's start using the snapping options in Maya. Let's start with a polygon plane and a cube. Let's pretend this is a floor and I want the corner of this floor to snap on the corner of this wall space. Let's turn off the grid. This is the button here. This is the button to turn off the grid. And as you may see, those objects have pivot points. This plane has a pivot point and it's in the center. The same with this wall. Its pivot point lays on the center. Basically what we need to do is to bring this accurately, to snap this point on this point of this plane, on the point of the wall here. The first thing we need to do though is to change the pivot location. The location is in the center, so if I turn on the snap tool, it's gonna snap my center to that point, which that's not what I want. So turn off the magnet. So we need to change the pivot position first. To do that, you can either click Home key on your keyboard or hold down the D. If you hold down, click the D key on your keyboard and hold it. And as long as you hold it, you can actually manipulate the position of your pivot point. If you let go of the D key, then you can actually step out to like the translation, the manipulation tool. Let's undo that. So I'm gonna hold down the D key. I'm ready to move the pivot point. I'm like, make sure that I'm like moving on all three axes, and go up here and click on the magnet that says snap to point. And what I need to do now is I want to snap this pivot point, this position of this pivot, to this corner over here. So I go to that corner. I don't care much about moving it from here. I'm going to go to the corner, and with the middle mouse button I'm going to click and hold on the middle mouse button and draw around this area, and the pivot point will come over there. We'll just snap to that desired point. If I go here, the same. If I hold on the middle mouse button and draw, sort of move around, it will snap. So that's how we snap things. We go to the destination area and they snap to that, holding down the middle mouse. If I click, if I let go of the D key, then I can actually move the, I'm on the move tool now, like on the manipulator tool. I will do the same. The magnet is still on, so the snap to point is still on. I'm going to do the same to snap this plane onto that wall. So make sure this is yellow, and this is also, it looks like it's like a round shape. That means that the magnet is on. If it was off, it would be square. So now that it's on, that means that we're in snap mode. So snap to point. I'm going to go to the corner of this wall, and again with the middle mouse button, hold down the middle mouse button and click, and it will snap to that. If I go up here, it will do the same for each one of these points. So that's how you snap objects together. Now one more thing. Let's say we want to align, snap this kind of edge, this edge or these 2 points to this location, or the opposite, maybe the wall. We can select the wall this time. Let's turn off the magnet tool so we don't get any problems with moving the points. So I'm gonna go select the vertices, all of these vertices. What I want to do is like move these over here, but by moving them I can only be, I'm just gonna eyeball it. I will never be completely accurate on this one. So what I need to do is I could actually use the snap tool again. So make sure we activate only one translation, this time the X. So I'm restricting the movement along the X axis, and I turn on the magnet, snap to point. This is ready to move on the x-axis only, because the x-axis is only selected. That's the only yellow. You can see it here, it's yellow. So now again, I go to the destination point. This is where I want these vertices to snap to. I go to the destination point, which is this corner over here. It could be anything. It could be that corner or this one. It's the same height anyways. With the middle mouse button, click, and these points are going to snap exactly on the location of this edge. Right click, object mode, and here we go. Now the next lesson I'm going to show you how we snap, how we can use the other snap tools or combination of those.